A man claimed he found a strange cave in the Nevada desert. Not just any cave. It was shaped like a perfect letter M. He said that just getting close to it made his whole body vibrate, as if something was warning him not to go in. He believed it was near Area 51, and he promised to go back to find it again. But he never came back. No body, no tracks, just his phone, left behind in the desert. Some say it was just an accident. Others believe he discovered something the world wasn't supposed to see. This is the chilling mystery of Kenny Veach. Kenny Veach wasn't famous. He wasn't flashy. He was a 40-something solo hiker from Las Vegas who liked disappearing into the desert, completely alone. No GPS, no backup, just a camera and nerves of steel. His YouTube channel? Hardly anyone watched it. He went by the name Snake Bit Mecca. Nothing special. Until one comment changed everything. Under a random video about strange caves, Kenny wrote something odd. I once found a cave shaped like a capital M. As I approached, my whole body started to vibrate, like a low-frequency panic. I ran, but I want to go back. That one comment exploded. People were hooked. Some thought he was lying. Others became obsessed. But everyone had the same message. Go back. Show us. And Kenny? He said, "All right, I will." Kenny kept his word. Not long after that strange comment lit up the internet, he posted a video on his channel. He called it M Cave Hike. The footage is simple. No fancy edits, no clickbait. Just Kenny, calm, confident, maybe even excited. He's wearing sunglasses and a worn-out backpack, hiking deeper and deeper into the Nevada wilderness. The sun is brutal. The terrain looks like something out of a survival show. Jagged cliffs, cracked earth, dry brush for miles. But Kenny? He's in his element. He talks to the camera like it's an old friend. This wasn't his first time out here. He'd hiked this area before, and more than once. But this time was different. This time he believed he was close to that cave. The one shaped like a perfect capital M, the one that made his body vibrate, like it was warning him not to go any closer. At one point on camera he says, "I'll keep looking, it's out here somewhere." But that day, he didn't find it. He wandered the desert for hours, climbing, scanning every rock face, every crevice. But the cave was gone, or hiding. Or maybe it didn't want to be found. Eventually, Kenny turned back and headed home. Empty-handed, but not shaken, he uploaded the video anyway. And in the description, he left a quiet promise. He wasn't done. He would return. Alone. And this time, he planned to go even deeper. He believed what he saw. And whatever it was, he needed to see it again. A few days later, he packed up his gear, left a note for his girlfriend, saying he was heading back into the desert. He never came back. No calls, no camera, no goodbye. That was the last time anyone ever saw Kenny Veach. Before we move forward, if stories like this move you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Every comment helps us keep exploring the unexplained. Kenny never came back. When he didn't return home, his girlfriend grew worried. At first, she thought maybe he lost track of time, maybe his phone died. But as the hours turned into a full day, something felt wrong. Very wrong. She contacted the authorities. A search and rescue team was dispatched. Fast. They sent out helicopters, ground crews, volunteers, even other hikers familiar with the area. They combed the desert, mile by mile, and eventually they found something. It was Kenny's cell phone, lying at the entrance of an abandoned mine shaft. No backpack, no camera, no water, just the phone. Sitting there, untouched, no footprints, no signs of a struggle, no trail to follow, nothing. How does a man just disappear in wide open desert? Kenny's girlfriend later spoke to local news. Her voice was quiet, shaken, still trying to understand. He was struggling with depression, but he wasn't suicidal. He was obsessed with finding that cave. She said he had talked about going back again and again, that he felt like it was calling him. So, what really happened to Kenny Veach? Did he fall into the mine shaft? Did he get lost? Did something or someone find him out there? Some believe it was simply a tragic accident, a solo hiker who pushed himself too far, but others aren't so sure. Because Kenny was experienced, he knew the terrain. He knew how to survive in the desert, and yet, no body, no trace, just a phone sitting in the dirt, like someone had placed it there on purpose. Was it a psychological break, a moment of despair, or did Kenny find that cave again and step into something none of us were meant to see? And now, the theories begin. What really happened to Kenny Veach? Theory A, the simple accident. Some believe it was just that. A tragic, unfortunate accident that Kenny slipped, fell into a hidden crevice or cave shaft, a place too deep to find, too remote to reach. The terrain out there is brutal, loose rocks, jagged cliffs. One wrong step, and you're gone. No conspiracy, no mystery, just a man, swallowed by the desert. But even that theory raises a question. If he fell, why wasn't his backpack found? Why not the camera he always carried? Why just the phone? Theory B, others believe Kenny may have taken his own life, that he left the phone behind on purpose, as a final gesture, a symbol, an ending. He had struggled with depression. He was alone. The wilderness was unforgiving. But if that's the case, why leave no note? Why no trace at all? Why vanish so cleanly? His girlfriend insisted he wasn't. He was driven, focused, obsessed with the cave, yes, but not broken. What if Kenny didn't just disappear? What if he was taken? Theory C, the government cover-up. The area where Kenny vanished is just miles from Area 51, the most secretive military base on American soil. Some believe Kenny found something he was never supposed to see. An entrance, a tunnel, a facility buried beneath the mountains. Maybe the vibration he felt was a weapon, a frequency test, a warning. We know the government has experimented with sound weapons, low-frequency pulses that cause panic, disorientation, even hallucinations. What if Kenny triggered something? What if he was silenced? Even his original comment still haunts people today. As I got closer to the cave, my body started to vibrate. That wasn't metaphor. He meant it literally. What kind of cave could do that? Theory D, the paranormal theory. Then there's the truly strange. What if it wasn't a cave at all? Some believe Kenny stumbled onto a portal, a thin place between dimensions, or a spirit well, like those whispered about in native folklore, where people vanish without a sound. Others believe the cave itself was alive, not just a place, a presence, something that wanted him to return, something that waited. Theory E, the Watchers. One theory, buried deep in forums and comment sections, suggests something even darker, that the cave was a trap, planted, a psychological test placed in the desert to lure the curious, and Kenny? He followed it, not knowing that he was the experiment. So what do you believe? Did Kenny get lost in the rocks, take his own life, stumble onto a military secret, or did he finally find the cave and step into something none of us were meant to see? After Kenny vanished, his quiet little YouTube channel, Snake Bit Himgi, exploded. Thousands of strangers flooded in. Some called him a fraud, a liar chasing views. But others, they saw something else. A man chasing truth, a modern explorer who walked into the unknown and never came back. And then, the search began. People from all over tried to find the M Cave. Some retraced his path step by step. Others used drones, maps, even satellite images. But no matter how precise they were, They always came back empty-handed. One hiker documented his whole journey. At the end of a sun-scorched trail, he looked into the camera and said, "There is no M cave, or if there is, someone doesn't want it found." Then came the comment. Not a reply, not a question, just a sentence. He was warned not to return, but he didn't listen. No profile, no context, no follow-up. It was deleted not long after, but it had already sunk in. Was it a joke, or was it a warning? The deeper you go into Kenny's story, the more it feels like someone is watching the watchers, like something was waiting for him out there. And maybe it still is. Even now, the M cave remains unfound. The trail is cold, the videos are old, but the mystery, it's alive, breathing, watching. So here's the final question. What if Kenny found something real, and we've been standing too close to it ever since? In the end, Kenny Veach simply vanished. No body, no backpack, no final message, just a phone left behind in the silence. Was it a tragic fall? A silent struggle with his own mind? Or did he uncover something that should have stayed buried? We may never know, but what we do know is this: the Nevada desert is vast, unforgiving, and deeply still. And maybe, just maybe, it doesn't want all of its secrets found. Before we go, what do you think happened to Kenny? Was it an accident, a breakdown, or something no one's brave enough to say out loud? Leave your theory in the comments. Tap like if this story stayed with you, and subscribe, because each one of these mysteries takes hours of research, heart, and storytelling. Your support helps us keep searching into the shadows.